Well, this is a surprise. Pups are actually in the car with Apple, and we are on our way to the vet because we think they have some kind of a parasite, maybe a worm or some other type of parasite. So off we go to the vet's office. They're nice and cuddly warm in there, and I better shut the door before that stops. So off we go. Now we made it to the vet's office okay, and Katie's going in with Apple to let them know that we're here. I'm not going to bring the puppies in until we know there's a room available because they're really too young to be exposed to strange dogs. I have a little carrier for transport here that we'll use to bring them into the office. And the pups are in the back there. You can see they're nicely calm. In fact, they're not even lying on top of each other. Under that gray blanket to the left is a heating pad, whatever you want to call it. It's a thing you put in the microwave, and it stays hot for about an hour or so. So they get plenty of warmth. Plus, I'm sweating to death because I've got the heat set on 78, which is a lot warmer than I like to be. So we'll see what happens. Well, we're back from the vet's office, and I think we're doing okay. Vet thought actually the puppies look quite good. We're still concerned about their growth, but they are gaining slightly. So we hope to turn that slight gain into a big gain. Sherlock here has made a lot of progress. He's actually gaining a little faster than Watson. Maybe it's all the licking that Apple does. His purple belly seems to be pinking up now, and that's a good sign. A pink belly, as opposed to a purple one, indicates an improvement in oxygenation, and that has a lot to do with circulation in the puppy. And so I think, he's developing well. We did notice some things in his poop. I hate to talk about poop, but, you got to talk about poop when you have dogs. We noticed some things in his poop that indicated that there might be some worms. Puppies routinely get worms. It's not an unusual thing. They tend to kind of park themselves in the adult dogs, and they can live for a long time. The vet was echoing these exact feelings. They can live for a long time in the adult dogs, and when the dog has a litter, they all of a sudden just come out in the puppies. So we routinely will do a deworming process with the puppies that I usually start at around 3 weeks, although some breeders started at 2 weeks. Well, these pups are just over a week, but vet recommended that maybe we should start deworming now anyway. So I gave them their first dose of Parentel, which is what I use, and we'll see if that helps. We're also going to get lab results on the stool samples that we left. By the way, if you have a dog, and a lot of people who watch this channel do have dogs. If you have a dog, it's probably a good idea to just routinely drop off a stool sample with your vet, maybe twice a year. If you just drop off the sample, you're not going to be charged for an office visit with the vet. And you'll just pay the lab fee, but you'll be able to, really keep an eye on the possibility of parasites. And while you're looking at Sherlock's handsome little face there, just look closely, if you can, at Sherlock's nose, and you see a little bit of dark patches starting to develop. These dogs are born with their noses pink, and they don't turn black for some time. And that's a process that usually starts about this age. So we're feeling very good about the fact that his nose is starting to turn black. I think he's going to be a good-looking boy. I'll give you a look at Watson now. So Watson's nose also is starting to turn dark. I think he's going to be a handsome boy also. His belly is also getting a little pinker as opposed to purple, which is a good thing. Watson, speaking of poop, Watson, we think was constipated Man, I hope you're not watching this at dinner time, because this is not a dinner conversation. But anyway, we feel he was a bit constipated, and even though Apple, as you can see, does her share of licking the puppies, which stimulates them to pee and poop when she does it in their back area, still we saw some signs that he might have been constipated. So my wife Katie spent a good deal of time last night and this morning stimulating him manually. Just taking a cloth or a tissue and rubbing down in this area. And all of a sudden, boom, we got this nice little bowel movement. It too, though, shows signs that there might be parasites, so we'll keep an eye on that. But I think we're getting a handle on things. They are gaining weight. Not at the rate I would like to see since birth, but at a much improved rate the last day or two. And we have them on deworming. We have them on antibiotics in case there's some other kind of an infection. And they are eating quite well, although it's mostly from what I give them, not from what Apple gives them. So let's see if we could teach him a trick. Watson, say goodbye. Wave bye. Wave bye, Watson. Wave. Wave. Yeah, he's not waving. Okay.